Welcome to California View. I'm Kyle, and here I want to do a holiday gift guide for products made by California companies, but things that are also made in California itself. A lot of folks don't know that California is the #1 state in the country for manufacturing. People think of manufacturing, it's often cars and trucks and tractors and refrigerators and big things like that. Places like Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania making those things, but most manufacturing is light manufacturing. So if you're a company making something that's maybe lesser value or smaller and you want it to be sent for export, you want to make it somewhere near the port so you can just have it shipped from right there. If you have to make it in Iowa, it has to be trucked to the port and shipped out. So that works for bigger ticket items like heavy manufacturing, but not so much for light things. So here I want to go over some things that are made in California by California companies. A couple of them are not at the very end I'll talk about, but none of these things are sponsored. I bought all these things on my own through the past years, and I can vouch for all these products. Really good companies, great products, again, made in California. I want to start off with Muir Way Maps. I used to have a coupon code in the description of videos, not anymore, but I can certainly vouch for these maps. They're wonderful, really high quality. The company's headquartered in San Diego, and these are printed in San Diego. You can get all kinds of various sizes, framed or not, plexiglass on the front. They have all the states, all kinds of other stuff as well, but this is just a beautiful map of California. They also have raised relief where you can kind of feel the topography there. So they can range from pretty inexpensive to, take out a second mortgage, but a lot of good stuff on their website. I'll leave a link to them down below. Muir Way Maps, made in San Diego. A pretty big company you might be familiar with is Pelican. They make a lot of really nice protective cases, waterproof cases, all kinds of just protective gear, everything from small cases for your phone to, giant things for big camera equipment. They have contracts with the military and with law enforcement, really high quality stuff. It can be pretty expensive for what it is, but it's very high quality. I've been using this stuff for years. It's essentially indestructible, waterproof, great for paddling. You can just dump your canoe, kayak, and this you float in there. Everything's great. A lot of folks don't know that this is a California company. These are made in Torrance, so you can buy all kinds of sizes, all kinds of different things. Really wonderful gifts, and again, they are right there, made in California, in Torrance. For that person on your list you really love, or maybe that person is yourself, may I suggest Dan Clark audio headphones. Dan Clark they make really fantastic high-end quality stuff. These are some of the best closed back headphones you can get. A lot of the audiophile ones are the open back ones, but these are just incredible. They're expensive. So these are made, again, in San Diego, another San Diego company. If you are really an audiophile, you like closed back where you can kind of keep it more intimate when you're listening to it. These are fantastic. They can be several $100s. And a lot of these things I'm mentioning, they are expensive, made in California, but it's not because they're made in California. It's more because they're made in the USA. Things that are made in other states are just as expensive. So if you're familiar with high-end audio, Dan Clark stuff isn't any more expensive than other really high-end stuff. But again, these are made in San Diego. You can watch the reviews of audio people. These always get some of the absolute highest rated performance for closed back headphones. Again, for somebody you really, really have to love, maybe that person is yourself, but yeah, Dan Clark audio, really good high-end stuff, made in San Diego. California is the #1 state for high-end travel gear, backpacks, and luggage. And this company I want to highlight here is called Waterfield Designs. They're in San Francisco, so this stuff is all made in San Francisco itself. This is a foldable travel backpack. You can put it in a thing. It has a little thing where it folds into. This is absolutely fantastic. I took this to Benin and Ivory Coast. This thing got beaten up, tossed in the back of dirty taxis, and it still looks beautiful. A little bit of soap and water when I got it home. It looks amazing. It's comfortable. Again, made in San Francisco, it's expensive, but it's not any more expensive than other high-end backpacks and things made in the U.S. and maybe in Florida or Washington. They'll cost just as much. So it's not expensive because they're made in San Francisco, but this is incredibly high quality. If you're looking for a travel backpack, a foldable one, really, really excellent. But they also make smaller stuff for gadgets. Put my microphone and small camera in there. I use this one with magnetic closures for my video game thing. Really cool. I love magnets like that. So Waterfield, expensive luggage, expensive backpacks. Everything they make is pretty expensive for what it is, but again, made in San Francisco and not any more expensive for equivalent high-end stuff made in Seattle or Florida. There's another high-end travel bag and backpack company called Inside Line Equipment. They're in Berkeley. Stuff is made there, so I'll show their website there. That's not really my style in terms of aesthetics, but from a high-end luxury luggage and travel stuff standpoint, it's just as good as Waterfield. Just, you know, little different aesthetic. Waterfield is more my look, but if you like this kind of stuff, again, Inside Line Equipment, made in Berkeley. Okay, this is much more of a niche product, but this is a bear canister used for camping and outdoors. It's made by a company called Backpackers Cache, and if you were to do a bunch of research on this, you might not know where these are made. It's really hard to get information on them. A company called Garcia Machine makes them, and they're actually in Visalia, my hometown, and the only reason I know that is because I'm from there. I knew people that knew about it, but these are the original bear canisters. A bear can literally stand on these. These are patented. I think they had a contract with the Forest Service or National Park Service to make these, and these were the patented ones. They're about $90 on Amazon. I mean, bears can't get into them. You'd use a coin or a key to get into there. There are knockoff ones made in China online, a lot cheaper, but this is the patented one. The ones that have been tested, bears cannot get into them. So if you have an outdoor enthusiast in your life, that you need to have something like this if you're going to be out where there's bears, which is anywhere in California or just about anywhere in the U.S. But yeah, Backpackers Cache, Garcia Machine. You might see these around. If you're looking for one, just know these are made in California, in my hometown of Visalia. California is the #1 state in the country by far for agriculture, so agricultural products are a really cool gift. Olive oil is really expensive, so a lot of times you can have California olive oil, but it's not even actually California. So here's one that's called California Olive Ranch, and look at that, 0% California. So I'm not sure how they can get away with that, but this stuff is actually 100% California, and it's expensive. I grew up where the olives are grown, olive oil's made. It can be expensive, so 100% California is a great gift. Might not be what you're going to be using all the time for your cooking, but it's a nice gift for somebody you love. Get the best, the stuff from California. And to go along with that, may I suggest a place called Naturally Nuts in my hometown of Visalia. They do gift baskets, things that are just California based. You can get it with just California products, including almonds, walnuts, pistachios, maybe with olive oil or honey, stuff like that. And there are plenty of other companies that do these gift baskets, but this is one I can vouch for. It's pretty cool stuff. And if you want to get nice California agricultural products as a gift basket to people that live other parts of the country, check out Naturally Nuts or other similar type places. Okay, these last two I'm going to mention are not made in California, but I think they're still really cool. This is the California Field Atlas by Heyday Publishers, based out of Berkeley, but the book itself is printed in China. But it's an excellent book that just goes over so much of the natural history, geography, geology, flora and fauna, the different national parks, reservoirs, spots for fishing, birding, anything that has to do with the nature and outdoor aspect of the state. Beautiful art. The pages are really cool, like the way this feels. Everything is, again, it's printed in China, but it's a Berkeley company, authors based in Berkeley. Just really, really cool. So I can highly recommend this book, California Field Atlas by Obi Kaufman. Berkeley author, Berkeley book, printed in China, but still pretty cool. And real quick at the end, a great stocking stuffer, California bicycle cards. Bicycles, an American company. These are printed in the U.S., but not in California. But the cards are really cool. The jokers are bears. You have a trick card there. The colors are the colors of the California flag. Just really cool. Just the colors of the flag. Ace of spades. So yeah, these are less than $10. So this is a great stocking stuffer. Bicycle California cards. So those are just a handful of things I wanted to go over as a gift guide, California products made by California companies. People have asked about this shirt. I got it at a state park gift shop. I'm sure it's not made in the US, but lots of things made in California. And again, none of these things were sent to me. None of these things are sponsored to me. I don't have coupon codes for any of them either. I'll leave links to the stuff, but you don't get a coupon code from me for this stuff. But check back later for videos where I'm just going over things about California. My main channel is Geography King. Check that one out too. But later.